today's video, I head out with model Brandy and an amazing team of assistants, Sam, Grace and Hannah, to test Sirui's bendable RGB lights, the world's first two-way bendable LED lights. They are perfect for shooting in studio, but also great for working on location, thanks to the option to use the lighting with a battery as well as connecting to mains power. We're shooting on location with a mixture of film, namely Cinestill 400D on 35mm and Cinestill 800T on 120, and also with digital with my newest camera, which is the Sony A7IV. So I am actually lighting today's video with these lights in question. This is one of them in my hand. It's quite bright, so apologies. But we will be talking a little bit more about these lights and what they do throughout the video and also at the end. So this shoot was split into two sections. In the first section, we began shooting just as the light was going down, with Brandy dressed in a blue flowing outfit, which allowed a lot of experimentation with movement, which is something that Brandy is really good at. As ever, I'm going to link all of the team in the description if you're interested in checking them out. But we were shooting on the Keys, so this kind of water setting was able to draw a lot of comparisons between the styling and the location. So during this first section of the shoot, I actually had a problem with my Mamiya RZ67 Pro 2, which meant that the shutter wasn't firing. So we weren't really able to advance very quickly through the film. Thankfully, I still had my digital camera, the Sony A7IV, and also my film camera, which is a Canon EOS 500. So we shot a little bit of Cinestill 400T here, and also some digitals. We did manage to get 3 frames out of this set on medium format using Cinestill 800T. One of them was a double exposure when I was trying to work out kind of, what was going on with the camera. The other 2, I think, came out pretty successfully. So within this scene, we used the idea of complementary colours in terms of lighting this set, paying attention to a really common pairing, which is teal and orange or blue and orange. If you're interested in a little bit more information about colour theory and how you can actually use that in your photography, especially your portrait photography, I do have a full Skillshare class that I'll link in the description. But one of the great things about these Sirui lights is that you can really customise the colours. So you can add warmth or coolness where needed, as well as saturation to the light. It meant that we could really nail the colours that we wanted, but also experiment a lot. We weren't confined to one hue of red, one hue of blue, those primary colours. We could add a bit of magenta, we could add a bit of yellow to a blue. Like, we could really kind of have a bit more freedom in which colours we were choosing. Once we got the Mamiya RZ67 working again, I loaded another roll of Cinestill 800T and we headed out to the next location. So at this point the sun had completely set and we were working just with the Sirui lights and the ambient light from street lamps or lights on the bridge. Unfortunately, a lot of this film is underexposed. I kind of think I rushed a little bit through it and didn't really meter quite right. But I do really love some of the digital shot. Again, we played with a lot of complementary colour pairings, like the pink and green. Nice, let's do some without the glasses. Can I just get you to look at me slightly? Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, that's nice. And then if you, ooh, okay, yeah, that's nice, I like that. Maybe I'll get you to lean like with your back against this, but still sitting down. Oh, that's nice. And then, what do you think, like backlighting it with the blue or, oh sorry, oh no, it's not you. If we go, what do you think, like a side light, or do you think, I'll do one side light and then one.
Should I go more here?
Yeah? Yeah, that's nice. If you could bring, you see the hand that you have up, if you actually bring it down, like even if it's like, yeah, perfect. Yeah, like that, perfect, love that. Okay, right, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, lovely, cool, and then we'll go close up. As well as shooting on location with these RGB Sirui lights, I've actually tested them in a variety of different situations, from press shots to more creative shoots, and even using them as kind of like to double up as a light for makeup artists. For that, we just used this mount connector, which essentially just means that you can mount both lights onto one stand and create, you know, an even bigger light source. The ability to set the lights to any color you wish, including mimicking daylight, makes them a perfect companion for both photographers and videographers. You know, I will be using them a lot in my YouTube videos. I really like the fact that you can use them on location as well as studio. I found that they are a really great way to utilize RGB lighting, which is something that can be very useful, especially working with musicians. I find that musicians enjoy the idea of RGB lighting quite a lot. But I think more than anything, the thing that makes these lights perfect for portrait photography is that they bend. And not only do they bend in a way that the lights can connect and you can create a really large light source, but they also bend so you can create the light so that it shapes your model, or even if it's a product, like for product photography, you can shape the product with the lights. But for me, as a portrait photographer, I've mostly found them really useful for creating light, continuous light, which I find a lot easier to shoot when it comes to film photography. A big thank you to Sirui for gifting me these lights. If you do want to get your hand on them, if you do want to try them out, then I'm going to link them in the description, and you can get 10% off with the code Sophia10. Another big thank you to the team that worked with me on this shoot. Brandy, an amazing model, Grace and Sam assisting, and Hannah on the BTS videography. As ever, I'm going to link them all in the description if you want to check them out. But thank you guys for tuning in. If you have any questions, as ever, let me know, drop them in the comments. But I will see you guys in the next one.